In this video, we'll be looking at the finest games to release on Xbox Series XS and Xbox One through April 2023, and there's a whopping 14 titles to get through. Dead Island 2, Minecraft Legends, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Ghostwire Tokyo, to name but a fraction. First up is Road 96 Mile Zero. Road 96 Mile Zero is less about survival as you find your way across the border and more about watching society collapse. You swap between two characters, Zoe from the original Road 96 game and a young boy called Kaito, as you watch the sandstorm roll in. President Tyrak takes office and democracy falls apart. But what makes us rather excited for Road 96 Mile Zero is that it can go all a bit hi-fi rush as the dreams of these young rebels become a free-flowing rhythm action game. The Mage Seeker, a League of Legends story. This is an action RPG where you play Silas, a mage who wields the chains that kept him captive for many years. The premise isn't too far removed from Minecraft Legends, in an odd coincidence, although they look about as different from each other as any game can be. You're wandering into battle with recruits that you've gathered on your travels, looking to take down the Mage Seekers who imprisoned you. It's a tale of revenge, and a beautiful one at that. Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened. We've been critical of a few recent remasters for sprucing up games that are barely a few years old. Sherlock Holmes The Awakened, however, has the right idea, as it's bringing a game from 2007, at a whole 16 years of age, kicking and screaming into the modern era. It's applying the wonderful graphics and engine from Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 to a game that debuted on PC DVD-ROM. The game tells the story of how Dr. Jones and Sherlock first became a sleuthing couple. It's also a very un-Conan Doyle tale, as the two take on the Cthulhu mythos. It's a game of rock, paper, scissors, tentacle, but we're not convinced Holmes would be much of a match for Cthulhu. Let's just see how it works out. Minecraft Legends. Minecraft Legends is an action RPG that's not too far removed from Minecraft Dungeons. But this time things are third person with an over-the-shoulder camera as you jump headlong into action and pyrotechnic block destruction. There's a strategic edge to this take on the Minecraft universe as you lead entire armies into battle against a new enemy, the Piglins. EA Sports PGA Tour. EA Sports golf franchise gets a thorough rebranding this year as it becomes EA Sports PGA Tour. Now you can experience 30 of golfing's greatest courses in all of their Frostbite engine glory. The headliner for EA Sports PGA Tour is Pure Strike, which breaks every golfing interaction into 3 constituent parts: fluid swing mechanics, innovative ball behaviour, and lifelike course dynamics. Coffee Talk Episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly. Much like the first game, Coffee Talk, this is a visual novel that has you holding heart-to-hearts as you pour coffees for fantastical clientele. This time round, you can decorate your lattes in any way that you can conceive, as well as fill them with a much greater range of ingredients. If you played the first game, you will already know whether you want to pull up a stall for this one. Dead Island 2. Dead Island 2 is taking the approach of, if it ain't broke, then don't fix it. It's an array of ludicrous weapons, almost all of the melee variety, hordes of slavering undead, and a sun-kissed backdrop for your decapitations. This time round, the action is in LA, or Hele as it's proud to announce, and the enemies have at least evolved. Now you have to face variants as well as the infected, plus the mysterious Apex. Survival is not guaranteed. Strayed Lights. Not every combat game needs to have arcs of blood and kill streaks. Strayed Lights is something of a fighting game for pacifists, as you travel around a dreamlike world in an attempt to cleanse some out-of-control spirits, rather than put them in the ground. You need to match the colours of the attacks that you're facing as you participate in a combat dance that has you parrying and dodging more than attacking. Bramble, the Mountain King. If you love Little Nightmares and Inside, we'd like to introduce you to Bramble, the Mountain King. Similar to those games, you control a lost child in a world that would happily chew you up. But instead of the darker palettes of those two games, we find ourselves in the forests and bracken of Nordic folktales. The bright surroundings and cute gnomes skittering around our fight are all a ruse though, because Bramble the Mountain King has a tendency to interrupt the serenity with a terrifying beast like the Naken. It's all sunshine and rainbows until you find yourself in an ogre's belly. The Last Case of Benedict Fox. The Last Case of Benedict Fox has no right to look as good as it does. Made by Plot Twist, who, up to this point, were probably best known for their Drift Zone racing series, it's yet another Metroidvania on the Xbox. But watching the trailer quickly shows you that this isn't just yet another Metroidvania. It's gorgeous and Lovecraftian, a Luigi's Mansion exclusively for adults. The Last Case of Benedict Fox is also the first case of Benedict Fox, as you explore a decrepit mansion with the rather natty ability to travel into the memories of the departed. Within those memories, you can piece together a case that involves mysterious cults, forbidden rituals, and the odd demon. Treachery in Beatdown City, Ultra Remix. We've had our eye on this game for some time. That's mostly down to the bizarre mashup of beat 'em up and tactical RPG. Take Double Dragon and force it into a Final Fantasy VI Jelly mould, and you're pretty much there. In Treachery in Beatdown City Ultra Remix, you're approaching combat in what looks like a traditional belt action manner, until the menus appear, and then you are suddenly choosing whether to grapple, throw, punch or dodge from a list of potential actions. It feels utterly wrong, but from the demo and previews that we've seen, this has the potential to be very good indeed, not least because it decides to take current affairs into a headlock and address them directly. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. We're 5 years after the events of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, as Cal Kestis finds himself increasingly pushed back to the Outer Rim by an empire that's got a taste for Jedi Knights. Expect more of what made Star Wars Jedi Survivor such an engrossing tale. That means a single-player focus, lightsaber battles with an increased number of moves, new Jedi skills, and an entire galaxy to lightspeed through. Even Cal's new beard is gloriously rendered. Tin Hearts. From Fable alumni comes Tin Hearts, a heartwarming puzzle adventure set in the workshop of a Victorian inventor. Tin Hearts looks to make an alloy of narrative adventures and discrete puzzles, as you lead a platoon of tin toy soldiers to an exit. You'll get them there with the use of cannons, balloons and springboards, in what looks to be a modern reforging of Lemmings. There are 40 levels here, and we're promised that each level is like a riddle to be solved. We hope that it can capture some of Fable's humour and completely believable world on the way. Ghostwire Tokyo. A year after it debuted on PlayStation, we're finally getting to explore the streets of Ghostwire Tokyo. Not only that, but we get to do so for the price of a Game Pass subscription, as it arrives day one on the service. Not bad at all. The Tokyo of Ghostwire Tokyo is having a bad old time of it. Not only is it frozen in time, but all of its inhabitants have gone missing, and in their place is a horde of supernatural entities. You ally with a powerful spectral entity who wants revenge on the occultists who caused this mess. Do you get the feeling that 2023 is going to be one of the best years in gaming? We can't recall a year that's had so many high quality gaming experiences by April. What games are you most excited about this month? Why not let us know by dropping a comment below? See you in May for more of the best Xbox games.